Reaction of hydrogen with carbon dioxide. Hydrogen combines with carbon dioxide at a temperature of 300 to 400 degrees Celsius under high pressure and with nickel as a catalyst to produce methane and water. Carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nickel as catalyst, it forms methane and water and energy. This reaction is also called Sabatius reaction, as it is used to provide water for astronauts inside the International Space Station. The carbon dioxide in the reaction comes from the air that the astronauts exhale, and hydrogen is transported from the Earth. Now, the reaction of hydrogen with carbon. Hydrogen combines with carbon and forms compounds called hydrocarbons. Now, what are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are the organic compounds which contain only carbon and hydrogen. Few examples are methane, ethane, propane, butane. If you observe, you can see they all only contain carbon and hydrogen. Now about this reaction. These reactions occur at temperatures above 520 degrees Celsius with nickel or cobalt as a catalyst. Hydrogen, carbon and methane, one of the hydrocarbon. This reaction can also be reversed when the temperature is raised further. So today's next topic is oxidation and reduction. First of all, what is oxidation? It is a process of adding oxygen to an element or a compound or removing hydrogen from a compound. Examples I will give you. First of all, adding of oxygen. Just like carbon and oxygen forms carbon dioxide. Calcium and oxygen forms calcium oxide. Now examples for removal of hydrogen. Hydrogen sulfide, when reacts with chlorine, it forms hydrogen chloride and sulfur. Here you can see hydrogen is removed from hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen iodide reacts with chlorine and forms hydrogen chloride and iodine. Here you can see from hydrogen iodide, hydrogen is removed. Now about reduction. It is a process of removing oxygen from a compound or adding hydrogen to an element or a compound. Examples of reduction. When there is an addition of hydrogen, it means hydrogen combines with sulfur and forms hydrogen sulfide. When hydrogen combines with chlorine, it forms hydrogen chloride. Now, removal of oxygen. I have example. Mercuric oxide. It forms mercury and oxygen. Water, when it undergoes electrolysis, it forms hydrogen and oxygen. It means oxygen is removed from mercuric oxide and water. Now, redox reactions. A reaction in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. It means both these oxidation and reduction takes place in same one reaction. I will give you one example. This is lead oxide. This is hydrogen. It gives out lead and water when they go for reaction. Now, how reduction and oxidation takes place here? There is a loss of oxygen. It means reduction has been done here in the lead oxide, and there is an addition of oxygen in the H2 hydrogen to form water. So both reduction and oxidation are taking place at the same time. Now what are these oxidizing agents and reducing agents? I will tell you. Oxidizing agents, substance that bring about oxidation, or you can say it is a substance that has a ability to oxidize other substance, and whereas reducing agents are the substances that bring about reduction, and it is a substance that reduces other substance. Here in the reaction you can see that lead oxide is acting as an oxidizing agent and hydrogen is acting as a reducing agent because it helps in reduction of lead oxide, and this one, lead oxide is helping in the oxidation of hydrogen. Second example I will give you. Iron oxide, when it reacts with carbon monoxide, it forms iron and carbon dioxide. Here iron oxide is losing the oxygen, so it is undergoing the reduction process, and carbon monoxide is gaining the oxygen to form the carbon dioxide. It is oxidation process, and iron oxide is helping carbon monoxide to oxidize because oxygen is adding from here only to carbon monoxide, so it is acting as an oxidizing agent. And carbon monoxide is acting as a reducing agent because it helps the iron oxide to lose oxygen. So this is a redox reaction. Now, reaction of hydrogen with metals. Hydrogen combines with very active metals such as potassium, sodium, calcium and forms metal hydrides. Metal hydrides, they are the bonds between the metal and hydrogen. There is sodium hydride, lithium hydride, potassium hydride, calcium hydride. Here, this is metal and this is hydrogen and metal hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen combines with sodium and forms sodium hydride. Here, Na is sodium, H is hydride and it is metal hydride. Hydrogen combines with calcium, forms calcium hydride. Ca is calcium, H is for hydrogen, that is. Now, reaction of hydrogen with metal oxides. Metal oxides. Metal oxides are the chemical compounds formed between metals such as sodium, potassium and oxygen. Calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, sodium oxide, lead oxide. Hydrogen removes oxygen